Frisco police confirmed to WFAA someone called it a fake shooting call to Austin Metcalf's mother, and it's not the first swatting call connected to that family in the past couple weeks. Austin Metcalf was stabbed at a high school track meet in Frisco and died from his wounds. Police responded to his father's home last week for a swatting call. That's when someone calls in fake threats trying to elicit a large police response. And now we've confirmed someone placed a similar call to Megan Metcalf's home on April 8th. Just days after her son died. The Next Generation Action Network says the teenage suspect has been moved to an undisclosed location to, quote, ensure his immediate safety. The advocacy group says a court approved the move in light of repeated threats. Carmelo Anthony was released from jail last week and placed under house arrest. We did reach out to the Collin County DA and Anthony's defense attorney, but both sides declined to comment.
And I'm going to say it over and over again on this channel. We hold racist Caucasian people accountable, because if we don't, who will? And I'm going to remind y'all again, Malcolm X said it the best. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and to make the guilty innocent. And that's power, because they control the minds of the masses. And he was right. That's what they're doing right now. Let's be real. Black people ain't calling nobody house to threaten you about a shooting. We just don't do that. And if you sit back and listen to the news and to social media, they'll have you thinking it's only black people that are in gangs. They'll have you thinking it's only black celebrities that should be in prison. The whole time, they'll never show you a RICO charge on the KKK members. Make it make sense. Matter of fact, January 6, 2021, they did whatever they can do to make that make sense. Trump even pardoned those people. And see, when it comes to racist Caucasian people, and they love to play dumb. But on my channel, my job is to knock you upside the head and tell you, homie, don't play that. My job is to remind y'all. And you have to think about it. These are the same people that drove to D.C. in the beat up pickup trucks to take over the Capitol just to take selfies. Make it make sense. These are the same people that are mostly on welfare. These are the same people that donated millions of dollars to racist Caucasians that murdered innocent black people. Make it make sense. These are the same people that bombed Black Wall Street because of lies and hatred. These are the same people that bombed our people in Philly because of hatred. These are the same people that flooded a black town called Oscarville in Georgia, which is now called Lake Lanier, because of lies and hatred. With the help of the U.S. Army, I told y'all, the game is cold. These are the same people that destroyed a black town named Rosewood in Florida because of hatred and lies. I can go on. And I'm going to just be honest. Nothing has really changed. Run the tape.
Bro, white people cannot stop proving me right. Do you know how racist you have to be to not only push a narrative about black violence on white Americans, but then simultaneously disrespect a grieving father that's calling you out for it and telling you to stop what you're doing?
You are part of the fucking problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any fucking...
That's called white guilt.
No, let it talk. My son, let me finish. I give you your time. You take my son's face off your website. I am not associated with you.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
You are being weak. I gotta be honest with you about that, sir.
You're being weak. Condemn your son's killer and the culture that caused it.
Hey, Jeff.
That's the problem. You've been submitted.
Hold on, Jeff. You've been submitted. I'll handle it from here.
Calling any grieving parent weak for not condoning them using their deceased child is crazy. That is how you know they truly do not give a fuck about Austin. And the next two statements that were made were just as insane. You're creating more Austin Metcalfs? Condemn Austin's killer and the culture that caused it. Then this trash panda in the back is going to applaud that? Bro, not all skin folk is kinfolk. Continuing to push the racist narrative that violence is somehow part of black culture, and in the same breath have absolutely nothing to say about that white man that just shot up Florida State University, killing 2 people and injuring 6 others. But no, black people, we just have violence in our DNA. Apparently, we're twice as dangerous because we always have murder on our mind. They called indigenous people savages. They say black people behave like animals, but when a white person commits the deadliest of school and mass shootings, somehow that's just mental health.
And this is why I love TikTok, because you go on TikTok, they gonna show you everything. On YouTube, on these news outlets, they ain't gonna show you that these people was really trying to have a race war. See, they trying to create the race war. We're not trying to create that. That's on them. We're just trying to protect ourselves. But in the meantime, before I get in this article, please go follow this TikTok account because he's really on this case the same way I'm on it. But let's get into this article so I can show y'all the games these people play. They use the media in their favor. That's why I make these YouTube videos, because we have to speak up for our people. They only showing their perspective. They trying to make this family look like the victim. They trying to make it seem like, oh, we sending threats to their home. Bro, I told y'all earlier, black people don't send threats to people's homes, especially Caucasian people. We don't play them kind of games. What they talking about? And this article is by WFAA ABC. It was published April 21st, 2025 at 5:36 p.m. That was yesterday. Carmelo Anthony moved to undisclosed location after threats, group says. A Dallas-based advocacy group said the move was approved by courts and cites threats against the family and a protest this weekend as the reasons. See, look, the news ain't gonna tell you the truth. They gonna tell you a protest, whatever. This is Texas, dog. Everybody got guns. All those white boys. See, these days they might be scared. They might be fronting, because if you go watch those videos, a lot of black people was just running them off, talking to them crazy, and a lot of them had masks on. They had their little racist flags and stuff like that. These days they scared, but back in the day, they'll shoot them guns. But everybody in Texas has guns. It's not going to be a protest. They trying to start a race war. You had this dude trying to start a race war. They telling you it was a protest. It wasn't going to be no protest. You remember how back in the day, they used to come into your homes, and if they think a black person did something to a Caucasian person, they would try to pull you out of your homes, and sometimes they did it. They'll pull you out of your home, grab some rope, and they'll have, they little get together and watch a black person hang. I'm telling you, they'll pull you out of your homes, or they'll come pull you out of jail. Just go do your research. They still trying to do this today. So that wasn't no protest. This dude was trying to get back there, and look at the dudes behind him, bro. I can't say the word, but you know what I mean. COONS. You always have them with the cowboy hats. All of them, they all around, bro. That's why I say on this channel, we have to call these people out, because back in the day, they can get away with it. Now we have the internet. We can put their face on the internet now. This dude is trying to start a race war, and they want to blame black people all the time. It's not us. We're just protecting ourselves. When it's against them, we always protecting ourselves. That's it. In a press conference last week, Anthony's mother, Kayla Hayes, said her family had been targeted with threats and harassment. Metcalf's family has also been targeted by swatting calls. Now, let me break that down again. Let me slow that down, because I've been talking about it throughout this video. Black people do not call Caucasian people's phones and threaten them about shooting. We just don't do that. That's how I can tell. That's all cap. And I've been warning y'all about this media. They not gonna let Carmelo look like the victim. They not gonna make Carmelo look like, oh, he was protecting himself. It was self-defense. No, they gonna help this family. And we saw that from the jump. We saw that when they started the day of the murder. They started interviewing these people. When that happened, and they just breaking down everything that happened. So I hope when, I think his name was Hunter Metcalf, when he goes to court, he has to say everything he said in those interviews. And if they find anything in those videos where he was lying, the case is over, because he said he never met Carmelo before. And I believe that's a lie. Now, for about 6 or 7 months, I've been saying this in a lot of my videos, probably all my videos. They all on the same team. If black people call in their homes, where they're arrested, I'm telling you, if black people were making threats on the phone to that family, to the Metcalf family, there will be arrests. That's how I know it's all cap. But we got proof that people are sending things over, that people are coming over to Carmelo's parents' house. They sending mail over. They threatening this family. They sending fake food deliveries over. They even threatening the judge. Where is the arrest? We don't have no mug shots of these people. And we have proof why nobody been arrested. If black people was really calling the Metcalf family home, they will be arrested. They don't mind arresting our people and showing our mug shot. That's why I say it's all cap. They trying to make the The Metcalf family looked like the victim. They not the victim. Your son was bullying Carmelo. Well, he tried to bully Carmelo, but he wouldn't go on from that. So me personally, I hope this family has security 24/7 because they gonna need it. And if y'all need us to donate weekly, we'll do that because they trying to railroad a young black man for protecting himself. Make it make sense. And I'm gonna talk to you again, Dominique Alexander. This family's safety is in your hands. Don't let anything happen to this family. Don't let anything happen to Carmelo. I'm telling you, it's on your watch. I'm out.